3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 14th of August, and happy birthday to Steve Martin, Harry Berry, Mila Kunis, Grimmy, and Buzz East.
7.
The A-level results came out yesterday, and despite the issues with predicted grades in Scotland and the government frantically scrambling to reassure people in the past few days, pupils all over the country were bitterly disappointed.
And they've given us a B in biology, a D in chemistry, and a B in photography. I would never have got a D or a B in photography. I've never got a D in my life ever.
Boris, on the other hand, says the results are good.
I want to congratulate all the students who have worked so hard to get the grades that they have and have done so well. And let's be in no doubt about it, the exam results that we've got today are robust, they're good, they're dependable for employers.
Keir Starmer says it's an absolute shambles.
Something has obviously gone horribly wrong. 40% of young people have had their grades down-marked, and that's thousands of individuals whose opportunities now may be dashed by this. And there's a very human element here. They're upset, they're frustrated, they're angry about that injustice.
6.
There was mixed coronavirus news last night. Boris is easing restrictions on beauty treatments, including eyebrows, finally, small weddings and bowling alleys, while the fine for not wearing a mask increases to £3,200. However, the list of quarantine countries has expanded, with visitors to France, the Netherlands and Monaco all now required to self-isolate for 14 days starting from Sunday. Here's Transport Minister Grant Shapps.
Well, the French government have said that, unfortunately, the virus has been going the wrong way there. There's been a 66% increase in the number of positive tests in the last week alone. And so, unfortunately, France is having to be added to the quarantine list. And it means if you're coming back from France, then you must self-isolate for 14 days when you come back from Sunday.
Unexpected news yesterday from the Middle East as the United Arab Emirates and Israel announced a deal to normalise relations. A joint statement from the White House hailed an historic breakthrough to advance peace in the Middle East. Donald Trump and Jared Kushner were triumphant, and immediately his national security advisor began talking about how Donald should win a... Wait, what?
It's really remarkable, I think, when you step back and take a look at what this president has done on the peace front. And it wouldn't surprise me. It'll take some time in this environment, but it wouldn't surprise me if the president's eventually nominated for a Nobel Prize for today's work is an example of why he would be rightly considered and should be a front runner for the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you've got kids in the house, you might be about to have a tough weekend, as Apple and Google have removed Fortnite from their app stores. It means a big row's coming with Fortnite maker Epic Games as they try to break the stranglehold Apple has over creators, where they take 30% of all revenue from the App Store. And if you've ever bought V-Bucks in Fortnite, you'll know that can be quite a lot of revenue, and Epic want to sell V-Bucks directly without paying that percentage. Epic Games have rolled out an ad mocking the original Apple commercial based on 1984, and they've filed a lawsuit already.
For years they have given us their songs, their labour, their dreams. In exchange, we have taken our tribute, our profits, our control. This power is ours and ours alone. We shall prevail.
Last night's Champions League quarter-final saw RB Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. Leipzig won 2-1. Tonight's quarter-final is Barcelona versus Bayern, while Man City take on Lyon on Saturday night. This weekend also sees the return of Premiership rugby, and 3 teams, Harlequins, Leicester and Wasps, have already announced that their players intend to take a knee as part of Rugby Against Racism. Here's the Harlequins promo for tonight's return against Sale.
These have been dark and difficult times. We said goodbye. We made new friends. We reconnected. We grew. We tried new things. But we stayed focused for when the time was right. We are ready.
Everyone's favourite royal soap, The Crown, has just announced who'll play the lovable rogue Prince Philip in season 5 and 6, which will cover the 80s and 90s. It's going to be Jonathan Pryce. It's not clear yet if he'll have to recreate this slightly sinister interview with Prince Philip from 2012, which recently went viral amongst coronavirus conspiracy theorists.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in conservation?
The growing human population. Because if where we are, there's nothing else.
And do you have views about what should be done about that?
Can't you guess?
Well, it could be on a spectrum from mass sterilisation to greater availability of contraception. I don't know what your views are as to what can be done about it.
Well, I think it might be described as voluntary family limitation.
It's every family's summer nightmare as two girls, 17 and 23, were lost at sea yesterday off the west coast of Ireland. They'd been out on paddleboards and never came back. However, two local fishermen managed to find them alive and well and clinging to a lobster pot the next morning. Here's how the story unfolded.
We heard this morning there that the two girls were missing, so myself and my son there were fishermen in Galway.
Right.
We left the docks as soon as we got the word and headed straight west there across the bay. They travelled there about 20 miles from the beach.
Wow.
And lucky enough now, in fairness to them, they held on to a buoy on the surface.
Yeah.
And they held on to one another. And that's what kept them there till we found them, because if they didn't, they were really going to go out to sea.
This has been the Smart 7. Be smart, wear a mask. We've got an Alexa skill now, so enable us and then just say, Alexa, play the Smart 7. We're back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.